Hey Cardinal fans, welcome to the Uiw Coaches Show. I'm your host, Karla Bello. The Uiw Cardinals football team was defeated on the road this past Saturday versus the Nicholls State Cardinals by the score of 48-21. Women's volleyball split a pair of games by beating Nicholls in a 5-set and falling to New Orleans 3-2. Men's soccer dropped 2 games over the weekend, one against San Jose State and one against Seattle, both by the score of 3-1. UIW women's soccer fell to Abilene Christian with a goal score in the 87th minute to end the game 1-0. And finally, UIW men's cross country finished third overall in the Southland Conference Championship, with Garrett Cortez and Baptist Yard finishing 3rd and 5th respectively, while the women took 5th place with Danielle Martinez placing 10th overall. Cardinal fans, don't go anywhere. We will speak to our UIW football defensive coordinator, Justin Deason, next. Cardinal fans, for the very first time, we have our defensive coordinator, Justin Deason. Hello, Coach. How are you doing today?
Good, Carla. I'm glad to be here, and thank you guys for having me.
We're happy to have you today. Coach, it was a very challenging game against Nicholls this past weekend. What are some of the positives that you took away from this game?
Well, I think that Nicholls did a really good job, and we have to learn how to, I would say, go on the road, and we experienced how hard it is in the Southland to go on the road and play top 25 teams, especially after we have top 25 or top 10 wins the week prior. So, you know, they came out and they whipped our tail a little bit, but I would say the experience is a big gain. It's through our failures that we have a lot of growth, and so hopefully we'll be able to be better in that situation down the road.
The team seems to really enjoy playing at home.
Mm-hmm.
Describe, how does it feel to play in Benson Stadium, and does it give you any type of advantage on Saturdays?
Yeah, absolutely. I love our atmosphere. I love the diversity of this university. It has one of the highest diversity rates of any university in the state of Texas, and there's a lot of different people. My family is diversified as well, and so there's a lot of culture, there's a lot of different types of music, there's a lot of different energy flowing. I like our fans, our kids feel comfortable. So absolutely, I think that we're trying to turn this thing into something that's very unique, and really excited about getting to be at home.
The Cardinals have caused 18 turnovers in 8 games. What has enabled your defense to make this type of plays?
Well, I think that our guys, I think that we have a big play defense, and I think that when we know what we're doing and we get lined up, and it is our first year in the defense, but once we get lined up and our guys are focused in, they have a lot of fun, and we put them in situations where they can thrive and make plays on the ball. So I think that's the biggest thing, and clearly we practice it every week. Every single week we're throwing and catching balls and working fumbles.
Talk about your approach during practice and give some insight on how difficult it is to defend Coach Morris's offense.
It is. It's practice is fun, and Coach Morris is very competitive, and I would like to say I'm competitive as well. And so, whether we're practicing with the team or if it's just Coach Morris and I doing some one-on-one workouts, push-ups, boxing, running, there's a ton of energy out there, and it's extremely competitive. And we're both going to do things that neither one of us has seen before. And I would say it's pretty much even too. There's been some days where we've went out and our defense has played really well, and other days where his offense has done well. So exciting, and our coaching staff's exciting, and there's a lot of guys talking and running around and high-fiving. And so I think that's the biggest thing is Coach Morse wanted to bring energy. And you can see that when we bring energy to the games, it's a lot of fun.
Coach, communication and toughness are key for playing good defense. What else does it take to be successful?
Yeah, we always talk about purpose, and I'm thankful we're at a Christian school, so a lot of times we talk about Jesus being our purpose. Other times we talk about our family, our friends, our brotherhood, but playing for something that's bigger than yourself. And if you go back historically and look at all the wars that have taken place, or all the miracle seasons that have gone through in any sport, there's always a purpose, and that purpose has got to be bigger than yourself. So purpose, communication, toughness, those are three things that we really focus on.
What is the most challenging aspect about being a defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing would be probably just never knowing what you're going to get and always having to be prepared for everything. Trying to look ahead of moves that people may make against you, knowing your own weaknesses, and then just getting kids to be tough and to play for 4 quarters. It's very challenging.
How do you prepare mentally before games? And do you have any type of pre-game superstitions that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. My wife, I always give my wife or she gives me, or we give each other a kiss right before every game. And that just signifies that it's faith, family, and football. It's not all about us. And I want the kids to see that it's not all about us. It's about so much more. It's about this university. And sometimes we get to walk around the field before the game starts. So that is a gigantic part. And some of our other coaches and players, I'm seeing them kiss their moms and their wives. And so it's been exciting because so many times I think these football players, I think it's around the world, they think it's just about them. I mean, it can be very egocentric. But just stepping back and saying, hey, Mom, Dad, you're the reason why I'm here. Your wife, your kids, whatever it is, making sure that they understand that that's a very important part and a part of our purpose.
Coach, what type of music do you listen to before games?
Ooh, well, that's a good one. I listen to a lot of Christian music, and our players got me listening to some Christian rap and some new bands that are coming out there, and then I listen to some 80s and I would say that's probably about it. So we a little Rocky Balboa soundtrack, and I usually try to get pretty excited.
Coach, you won a 2-division national championship last year. How did that experience prepare you for this season?
Well, here's the people that a lot of people don't know is that we took over Texas A&M Commerce. They had won 3 games in 3 years. They were actually in a lot tougher situation than Incarnate Word. And same with basically all the other schools I was at, Oklahoma State University, West Texas A&M. And at every single one of those places, we just built a foundation of purpose and love and teaching the kids it's not about us, it's about everything else. And we've always risen up. And so here we are again. I don't think this university's in a tough spot. I really think it's a gold mine. I absolutely think San Antonio is a gold mine, and I think it's the best FCS city. So the biggest thing is I'm confident in the fact that here we are again, taking over another program, fighting to get into the top 25, to get into the playoffs, to do things that have never been done, and I know that they've already been done at other levels. Mm-hmm. And so whether that was winning conference championships or national championship, I know it's going to happen. And it's going to get all the people in San Antonio excited. We're going to have great fans. We got great administration. This place is going to blow up. I mean, I can really, really, really see this place being just huge. And I'm so pumped up.
Yes, I can see it too, for sure. Last question, Coach. What are your expectations for the remaining of the season?
Absolutely want to win. I mean, we want to win every game. Now we got to play 2 nationally ranked teams, and we'll be the underdog in both those games. But yeah, we want to do things that have never been done, and then we want to come out and play our very best. And I don't think that we accomplished that last week. So hopefully we can get our guys believing and loving, and taking care of one another, and playing as hard as they can, and show San Antonio what we got going on here. Because outside of the Spurs, which is enormous down here, I think that we can be the second biggest show in San Antonio, and let's have that conversation about 2 to 3 years from now when we're in the playoffs making runs.
Yes, for sure.
I'm excited.
Yes, Coach. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck on this upcoming game.
Thank you, Karla. Thank you guys for having us, and thank you for your support.
Manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, They had high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes.
Cardinal fans, join us today. We have our head volleyball coach, Samantha Dabbs, today. Hello, Coach. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Coach, in the road game on Thursday against Nichols, how did it feel to get the victory road?
It felt really good. I mean, being on the road is never easy, and Nichols is a team that kind of is really unpredictable. They run the same things, but they just run some different plays off and on that you don't really see that often, and they play at a different level, so it's kind of hard to keep up with our speed and our tempo of the game. So we just kind of got in some long rallies and got caught kind of sitting back rather than being aggressive. But the girls ended up pulling it out in 5, which was great. We really needed that win, and it led us into another great game on Saturday. But overall, it was just a good feeling again. The road wins are so much fun, and they mean that much more just because you are on the road.
Bethany Clapp had 23 kills, and he seems to be a very consistent playmaker for the team. How did her performance contribute to the victory?
Yeah, I mean, Bethany Clapp, I mean, every week we're talking about her. I mean, as a freshman, she's just had a stellar career. She's really just not even hit her potential yet, which is so exciting. She just understands, I think, that her presence and her effort at the net is just huge for us because she can score so many points. But with her being so young, it's kind of exciting because she does not understand fully yet how good she's going to be, which I can appreciate because that means she's really like a sponge and she's willing to learn and get better and stuff. But yeah, I mean, she comes in at clutch moments. You know, she's a typical freshman where she has great moments and then she has some, you know, lapses there. But the kid always knows how to turn it back on and come back around and be very clutch for us when we really need her to score. And the poor kid's getting served every single ball and playing all 6 rotations and getting a lot of the majority of the sets, but she's handling that pressure really well. And that's a lot. It's asking a freshman a lot, you know, for her to do that her first year and stuff. But she's keeping up with the speed of the game, and I'm really proud of her.
92 digs in the game against Nichols. And this match had the most digs in a single game for any UIW team since 2015. How did the team feel about this big accomplishment?
Well, right when I told them, they were kind of like wide-eyed, like, wow, that's, you know, a huge accomplishment. And it's credit to them. I mean, Madeline Miller, our libero, is just she's only a sophomore, and she's just defending balls, and she's just so fast and quick, and the team just expects her to get every single ball. So what she's doing a great job leading our back row. But a credit to them all across the board because we're really teaching being disciplined and being stopped on defense, which is not easy. You know, it's not really fun when you're across the net and you don't see any hands in front of you to where a ball might be coming at you pretty fast. So, but they've done a nice job. They've been working really hard on getting stronger in the weight room, getting able to push off on defense and staying low and disciplined, and they just kind of have that mentality that defense will help us win games, and they're starting to get that, and they're getting opportunities clearly against Nichols, having 92 digs, which was a great accomplishment for them.
Yes, congratulations, Coach. How is the team preparing for Lamar? And talk about what do you need to do to secure a spot in the Southland Conference tournament?
So Lamar is a very important match for us. We lost to them at their place in 3 the last time we played there, and we just didn't play well. Lamar came out and played lights out. They are always ready for us, are always coming for us. And, you know, they're trying to stay alive just like we are. So for us to get into the tournament, we have 4 conference matches left. Hopefully we win all 4 and it's kind of easier as long as everyone else does their job. But things could get a little messy if we lose one of our matches here and there. So if we go 4-0 or 3-1, we still have a shot of getting in. But again, I'm telling this team we need to play perfect and just win out in 4. And we have the last 4 conference matches at home, and one of them is our senior night. So, I mean, why not rise to the occasion and the challenge of trying to control your own destiny, which is going to be hard, you know, but we can also challenge and surprise a lot of people getting in still, which is exciting, and that's what we're playing for. We're just trying to survive and advance, you know, every single day and get better with this young group.
Yes, thank you so much for being here,
absolutely.
Coach, and good luck.
Thank you
On this upcoming
It's exciting.
game. Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Your friends at the next UIW tailgating party? Here at NCR, we have plenty of makes and models for every personality, even yours, Red. Do you see anything here that catches your eye? This isn't the type of tailgating I had in mind, Red.
Hey Cardinal fans, joining us today we have our men's soccer head coach, Chris Fidler. Hello Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Coach, on Friday against San Jose State, 2 minutes into the game, Antonio Savi scored his 6th goal of the season. What is the impact he is making in the team, and who are some other student athletes who have made a positive contribution to the team?
Well, yeah, obviously he's our leading goal scorer, so he's getting the goals. It'd still be nice if he scored a few more. But, you know, the guys are respecting him because, you know, he's starting to lead the line a little bit better. But, you know, Cass Van Eekelen, he got a couple of assists this weekend. But, you know, we have, looking at our roster, we have 50% of our roster is new to Division 1 soccer. So there's a lot of, you know, inexperience there. And as the games are going on, you're starting to see that they're learning things. So, you know, obviously Antonio Savi's the standout with the points and the goals, but, you know, our guys are getting a lot of experience, which can only develop them further for next season.
During the second half of the game on Sunday against Seattle, Seattle continued to attack offensively, but UIW's strong defense held to the team scoreless in the second half. What changed from the first half going into the second half? Learning
from those mistakes. So, you know, the experience that they've dealt with this season started to come into fruition on the second half on Sunday. You know, it's probably a little bit too late for this season, but going forward, like I said, there's a lot of inexperience and they're learning, and Seattle is a very, very good team. And they'll do well this season and postseason. So, you know, they've got to build from that into the last game of the season and hopefully do it for 90 minutes and, you know, keep a clean sheet, which will be nice.
What are some of the goals the team was able to accomplish this season?
Obviously our main goal was postseason and that slipped away from us, but to score more goals than we did last season. We're actually on a six-game scoring run, which we haven't done at the Division 1 level. So we're seeing a lot more production in, you know, scoring goals. But for me, for next season, obviously we need to make postseason and, you know, score more but concede less. And if we can do that, then I think we'll reach our goals next season.
Your team concludes the 2018 season against the University of Texas at Rio Grande Valley. What's your mentality, and how is the team preparing for the last game of the season?
Well, obviously we've got 5 seniors, so we want to win the game for them. You know, it's a battle of Texas, South Texas, so, you know, we want to win that. We want to get the seniors, you know, leaving with a win as well. And like I said, we built from the second half from the Seattle game. And hopefully we can build, keep a clean sheet, and, you know, hopefully Antonio can score again and we can win the game. And then we can hopefully build on that in spring and then take that into the next season.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Coach,
Thank
for
you.
being here, and good luck on this upcoming game.
Appreciate it.
Cardinal fans, joining us, we have our women's soccer head coach, Emma Wright-Cates. Hello, Coach. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Karla?
Good. It's always nice to see you.
Yes, always lovely to see you too.
Coach, what is your reflection on the 2018 season? What is your assessment of the year you had?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we look statistically at it, the girls achieved some great milestones. We beat our record from last year. We tripled our wins in conference. We gave away 13 less goals in conference, you know, and nationally we climbed at least 20 or so places. So I think those are great achievements all round. And if we look back, you know, that's quite an achievement for the girls.
It is. Talk about your outlook on the program moving forward. What type of players are you looking for to build the Cardinals?
Yeah, I mean, there's three components really that you're looking for any coach really. It's work ethic. You know, kids that are talented that don't work hard are not really players that you look for. So obviously you want talent, you want heart and passion, and then you want the work ethic. So players that fit into that mold are definitely someone that will be successful on our team, and then that are academically driven that can be successful at this university.
Coach, tell me more about the new culture of the team and their chemistry.
Yeah, they've got fantastic chemistry. I mean, we faced some adversity. We started off really rough. The mentality of the team and the players, they're very tough. They're resilient. They're hard to knock down. You know, and the sisterhood that they've built is unbreakable, and it's an unbreakable bond. We lose 10 seniors, which is a big amount. But they've definitely left a legacy behind and helped us propel this program in the right direction.
What is your target and what's your training plan for the next season?
Yeah, I mean, our target is always going to be to try and make the Southland tournament and try and gain that experience. And then once we're in it, it's anyone's game, you know, to win it. You win and you move on, you lose and you're out. It's kind of do or die mentality. So we'll be always striving to get there because, yeah, as a program, we haven't done that. You know, the 9th spot is the highest we've finished, and 8 go, and we finished 9th this year. So we're right on the cusp of it, for sure.
What did you discover about yourself during this season, and what did your team learn from each other?
Yeah, again, I think, you know, when you don't get the results, you always self-reflect of things that you could have changed and learned and done differently. I think, you know, I really trusted the process and knew that deep down we were going in the right direction. We were taking teams to the wire in almost every game, only giving away 1 goal. And I think that we learned, you know, that resilient nature, and not to throw in the towel early, and just to continue the path and know that we're doing the right things and really trust in the process.
Coach, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on all your achievements you have made in this season, and good luck on this upcoming season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cardinal fans, we have our women's and men cross-country track and field head coach, Dr. Derek Riedel. Hello, Coach. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing, Karla?
Good. Coach, the Southland Conference Championship was a very muddy race. Yeah. The women cross-country improved from 6th place last year to 5th place overall this year. And the men cross-country kept their 3rd place overall. Do you think the trail was one of the factors of the team's performance?
It was. You know, I mean, everybody has to run in it, so it's kind of the double-edged sword there. You know, all the teams competed in the same conditions, but definitely had a factor for us, especially for the men. We have a lot of men that are more 800-meter, 1,500-meter athletes, bigger, stronger, more explosive on the track, and you know, if it's a dry course, I think we're better suited for that. But, you know, we approached it, hey, everybody has to run in it. We have to do the best we can, and still try to win a conference championship. But it was. I've been doing cross country either as an athlete or a coach for 25, 26 years now, and that was the worst course I've seen in my life. So in terms of the footing, the mud, the water, I've never seen anything that bad before. So definitely different level.
Yes, for sure. We actually saw some pictures of Garrett Cortez, and they were just incredible.
I mean, he had mud in his face, mud on his hair. Yeah, he fell down a couple of times. I know one time in particular he fell down going around a corner. So not only was it muddy and wet, but they had 90-degree turns. You know, it was like a big square, rectangle, I guess you would say. So you run a straightaway, and then you have a 90-degree turn, straightaway, 90-degree turn. So it's about the worst type of course you can have for those kind of conditions.
It was a very rough course.
Yeah.
What is something the team learned from this year's Southland Conference Championship race?
We learned that on the men's side that it's got to be a total team effort. So we've been very top heavy the last couple of years, where we've had, you know, 2 guys in the top 5 2 years in a row. Last year, Garrett and Dion were 4th and 5th respectively. This year, Garrett was 3rd and Baptiste was 5th. I think we're the only team other than Lamar that has done that the last 2 years. So our top 2 or 3 have done the job, but you know, it's a total team effort. I think we learned that this year that we may be the best, but if we don't have 5 men do it at the same time or 5 women doing it at the same time, it doesn't show. So that's one lesson that we learned from this week. So, and also motivation for regionals. We get one more opportunity at it to run against all the teams from the conference. Central Arkansas will be there, Lamar will be there, Stephen F. Austin, et cetera, will be there. So that gives us another opportunity to toe the line and put our best 7 out there, and hopefully we're the #1 team from the conference at regionals.
Who are the student athletes that have improved during this season?
Danielle Martinez had a good season. She was 8th as a sophomore 2 years ago. Last year she was 18th or 19th, I'm not sure. She was just under the top 20, which was a little bit of a drop for her. And then she injured her quad the second week of the season and missed a couple of weeks of training. So given the circumstances, she showed major improvement, ran gutsy. I mean, she ran a great race. You know, she was in the top 15 the entire time, and she was in 13th with about 400 meters to go, passed several girls and got herself into the top 10. And then the other one on the women's side was Megan Hernandez, who goes by Lizzie. She had a good improvement. Her freshman year, she was in the 40s, 44, 45th place, and she finished 24th Friday. So that was a major improvement. And then on the men's side, Tyler Martin had a great improvement this year. The best that he had ever finished in his first 2 years was 48th in the conference, and he was 21st. So that was really proud of his effort and improvement throughout the year.
Thank you so much, Coach, for being here today, and good luck on this upcoming race.
Appreciate it, Karla. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Coach.
Tick-tack, tick-tack.
Cardinal fans, we added a new segment to our show. We're going to play tic-tac-toe. Okay, are you, Coach? All right,
I'm ready.
Coach? Okay.
I feel like I'm always on the defensive end of everything over here.
That's not it. It's like a speed round.
I win.
Nice. You won. Nice. You won. Oh, yes! Crushed me. Yeah.
Putting the pressure on you.
Nice. You won.
I think she's setting me up on a move here. Oh, she got me. She got me on a triple move over here.
Make sure to check out UIW Sports this week as UIW football returns home for its Frost Bank Military Appreciation Game against Sam Houston State this Saturday at 2 p.m. All military members, both active and retired, will receive free entry thanks to a partnership with Frost Bank. Volleyball will host 2 home games this week. First, Lamar comes to town for a 7 p.m. game on Thursday. The Cardinals then take on McNeese Saturday at 10:30 a.m. UIW men's and women's basketball season gets underway on November 6th with the men going on the road to face Texas Tech at 6:30 p.m. The women play at Arizona State with tip-off scheduled for 9:30 p.m. the same night. Cross country travels to the NCAA South Central Regionals on November the 9th for a chance to qualify for the NCAA National Championships on November the 17th. For more news and updates on UIW sports, make sure to follow us at UIW Athletics on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For UIW Athletics, I'm Karla Bello. Have a beautiful day.